This week on CountryMusicJunkies.com, we have a new band to introduce you to. I have Rob and Carly of LaunchTown on the phone. Guys, thank you so much for joining us this week.
Yoo-hoo! Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks, Patrice.
Awesome. Well, we'll start off with who exactly is LaunchTown, because this is what I understand, a new name for you guys as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, it's us. We're also working with a singer from Florida, Jamie Perlow.
And
Carly's in Austin, and I'm Rob. I'm from Southern Ontario and out in Eastport, Maine now, St. Andrews, New Brunswick in the summertime. And Carly and I hooked up musically, late last fall, Carly, something like that. Carly's been up, flies up here, and we work in my studio, and getting ready to move to Austin and launch the band down there. And we've been working with Jamie Perlow as well, long distance, but recording in Florida and up here.
So where did the name LaunchTown come from?
It was,
it's I guess that was definitely a small battle where finally we decided on a name. We had been throwing a bunch of things around, but Rob and I guess, like the idea of launching our band, and like Rob said, he's going to be coming down to Austin in November, and so this will be quote quote our launch town for the band. So it sounded like a bigger thing. It sounded like something like a movement in the name, and so that's kind of what we're trying to do. So, Rob, what's your 2 cents about it?
Yeah, it's the aesthetic, the vibe of the name. Trying to come up with one name that fits, all of your personality and your songs and everything's kind of hard.
Absolutely.
But we like that name a lot. When we were kids, we were always, we're still trying to launch stuff. Jumping bikes off of ramps and trucks over the railroad tracks, and launching off tires into the river. And that's something we do a lot in the country. We're just launching everything. So we just thought it was kind of a cool vibe,
Yeah,
sound.
That sounds very appropriate. Now, can you guys describe your music? I know you're kind of working on stuff right now, but what can people expect to hear from you?
Because Carly and I, we both have our songs and sounds and things that we worked on, and now we're building a sound together. I don't know, nowadays people are calling this sort of sound like new country. It's really rock and roll, but it's the lyrics and are real country kind of lyrics, storytelling lyrics, things that people can just see in their mind right away and get right into. And it's a new country sound, funky, rock, real danceable, a lot of fun. But the sounds are a little bit diverse. And again, you're hearing that all over the radio now on country music. I think we, kind of like Luke Bryan quite a bit. So that kind of vibe, and Brantley Gilbert, countrywide, that sort of vibe. And then I don't know, Carly, what you have some of your favorite artists?
Well, I think we both really like other duet bands, which are pretty popular now, or definitely up and coming, like Thompson Square and Sugarland. They've been around, but it all is really, really popular. So I think it's just kind of a mix of things, and Rob and I coming together with, similar interests and background of music. Actually, we met on Craigslist, which is such a great story, I feel like, because
that never happened.
Because who knows how that happens, and from Austin to Maine is a huge stretch, and so when the ad was out for Craigslist looking for a singer, here's some of the sounds we like, here's some of the music we're going for. It was just, I think right away we were really excited to meet each other, and then lo and behold, we're living states and states apart, but we're working on music together. But it's been really, really great. Like Rob said, I've been back and forth to Maine to do some recording, and he's gonna hop in the RV and drive on down here, he and his wife, in November. So we'll try to get things going in Austin too. It's a pretty exciting place to get going.
Wow.
LaunchTown.
That's tremendous. That's great, guys. So have you put any music together thus far? Are you kind of compiling stuff right now for an album? What do you have out right now?
Right now, our main focus to people to hear us is LaunchTown on the website Reverb Nation. So it's just Reverb Nation /LaunchTown or LaunchTownmusic.com. We use Facebook and all that. Recorded some demos in Nashville with some real high-level players and producer there. Recorded some stuff down in Florida. I have a studio here in Maine, and when Carly flies up, we work in the studio here. Also with some really good musicians in Bangor. Main Street music there. So basically, like that, we'll put a live band together when I get down to Austin, when we're all in the same place. But for now, it's possible to do all this with computers and some really amazing musicians from across the country that we work with.
Awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. And just, Rob, if you want to throw out the website one more time for people to come and check you guys out.
Yeah, LaunchTownmusic.com or go to Reverb Nation /LaunchTown, and shout out to I went to Norwich High School and Valley Heights, Langton. Used to live in London, Ontario, so got people all around, everywhere from Otterville, Delhi, Woodstock. So shout out to everybody there in Southern Ontario and BX93 country.
Awesome. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.